Well, you've kind of brought us to preparations on Sunday morning now. So after you've prepared spiritually, now what do you do to prepare the kids to learn?
Okay.
What tricks do you have?
Tricks. Don't have any tricks. It's pretty simple. Actually, everything's pretty much provided for us as far as supplies and anything we need. It's already available. So the biggest thing would be to get to our small group area and have everything set out so it's easy the way you want it to access it and have it ready. So that's not a distraction. You're not trying to set up while kids are coming. If we have a chair or tables, we use bean bags in 4th grade, arrange them in circle so that the kids know they're in a circle. So have all that beforehand. We always get our offering baskets and set them in the middle of the group so that their kids know when they come in, they put their offering basket there, and that's pretty much it.
So it starts off in a way that seems organized, and it doesn't mean that you are looking or scrambling for something that you forgot.
So when the kids come in, you're ready right there. You're sitting there waiting for them.
And you can focus right on them. Now, when they're there, how do you help them get prepared to learn for the day?
Well, when they get there, usually they're excited to be there, and so they're just eager to get started. Most of the time, that's what your situation is going to be. They'll come in, and oftentimes before everybody's there, because you don't have everyone all at once. They're coming in at different times. So you can ask questions about their week, reinforcement questions from the last week, things that they've learned and how they've applied it this week, if they've invited friends or talked to friends about Jesus, just what's going on in their life during Thanksgiving or a holiday, asking what they did. And so then they start to
Is this
warm
kind of a
up.
chit-chat time?
It's kind of chit-chat.
Okay.
A lot of times, if you've already established the group, you don't have to repeat this, but at the beginning of a year when new students arrive or visitors, we talk about what their expectations are, and in that it's real important that we're talking about, when we talk about God things, we're not a distraction to the main points or things that are happening, and that kids are listening to each other. It's important. Everybody has something important to say. When it's my turn to talk, everyone needs to be listening. When it's someone else's turn to talk, then everybody will be listening to that person. And that's pretty much pretty simple in that. We usually don't have a lot if they have other things that they bring with them. A lot of times I'll just ask them to put it in their pockets so it's not a distraction. Or if it continues to be a distraction, I'll ask them to hand it to me, and I'll hold on to it to the end of the time and then give it back to them. So.
Okay. Do you ever say anything like, as we listen to each other, we want you to know that you can talk about anything here, and it's also safe because we'll never make fun of you, or we'll never talk to other people about what you say.
Yeah, and that's usually, if your group is established, you begin doing that at the beginning of the season, and so it's not something you have to repeat every week. But if there's new people, or every once in a while you need a reminder, that's a good thing to talk about.
Well, after then you've prepared them with expectations and you've connected with them at the beginning, what else do you do to help them get the most out of their learning experience that morning?
I guess what you would prepare them for learning is actually in the small group warm-up itself, because it's oftentimes addressing a need. They're talking about events that have happened in their life, and there's a question or a problem brought out in that small group warm-up activity that gets them to think about what the topic or the take-home point is going to be.
Right. But in the preschool ages, they don't do their warm-up in small groups. Their warm-up actually happens as a large group at the very beginning of the hour. And when they're in their small group, it's the shepherds then that help them apply. So they've already been somewhat prepared for that learning event that'll be reinforced throughout the morning as preschoolers learn by repetition.
Right. Each activity, you ask them questions about the Bible event or application questions that tie into the lesson, and the questions are repeated or somewhat similar throughout each of the different activities.